Before buying a home, research is paramount. There are resources available which can be easily accessed.
We spent roughly about 5 months looking for a home, viewing about 80 to 100 homes. Wow. You know, some days 9 in a day, so it was quite hectic. It was great to have the internet as a base, but you really need to go and have a look at the same time.
One of the things we hear back, feedback-wise, from buyers when they had this thing called buyer's remorse, is that they feel as though they really jumped into it and weren't really well prepared. So they weren't organised and didn't do enough houses. They just saw one thing and just jumped into it.
We use it every day. In fact, sometimes we use it every couple of minutes, to be perfectly honest, because with our client base, they're incredibly diverse and they may be wishing to purchase in any area of Melbourne at any given time. So by utilising property data online in the members only area, it enables us to track past performance of single properties.
The REIV is the industry's peak body in Victoria, and it collects its data direct from the source. The REIV then collects all that information and puts it into different categories to give buyers and sellers a real insight into Melbourne's property market. All right, Robert, so what data does the REIV collect?
Look, we collect the sales data from properties that are sold every day of the week out there in Melbourne and right across Victoria. The agents let us know what that sales information is so that we can provide that to the public.
How does the REIV collect all of this data?
Look, the agents let us know. They call our call centre or they email in the information or they enter it directly into the database. The important thing is, if you're out there looking to buy, is that you can access that information.
How do you know they're putting in the information? Like, well, how do you know they're not just not bothering or can't be bothered, or if it's a bad sale?
Look, the people are watching. We find, you know, every now and again there is a mistake made because humans are involved and it's not always perfect. And you get the phone call and someone says that. It happened to me, you know, a couple of weeks ago. Someone said, is that property that says it's around the corner from where we live, is that really there? Turns out it was in Woodend. So sometimes mistakes happen and we let them know.
How does the general public access that information?
Look, the first and simplest way is if there's a particular property that you're interested in that's for auction, turn up and watch. Nothing like first-hand account to help you make your decisions. On a Saturday night, the REIV publishes on its website the sales information that we've received in the week leading up to that. You can just go on there on a Saturday night after 7 p.m. and find the suburb you're looking for. It stays there for the whole week. On a Sunday and then again on a Monday, the newspaper's printed and you can peruse the results while you're having your breakfast.
OK, so what if you're after an auction result that isn't from that week, it's from further back?
Well, this is the great thing about propertydata.com.au. You can go there and you can find out about the suburb, all the demographic information, and you can purchase sales reports that go back as long as 5 years for that area. So you can get an incredibly deep set of information there about how much something sold for 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in the street, in the suburb, and that's an invaluable tool. In fact, it's the tool that the real estate agents use when they're trying to work out what they think something's worth.
Do enough people access this information?
Look, not really. I mean, people often have that conversation, how much is this worth, is that worth? And really the important question is how much is it worth to you and what is your budget? Because ultimately you can't control what other people are going to pay and you need to be certain with what you're willing to pay for that. And so one way of doing that is doing your research, looking at what similar properties have sold for, looking at what else is on the market at this point in time. And the REIV website and the Property Data website are brilliant tools for doing that.
You've got to do all your research. And again, one of the best things to do in life, if you've got all the information, you can make an informed decision.
So by having this information, it really enables us to be able to educate our clients on what the right price is to purchase for a property.
I think there's no replacement for legwork and for time spent looking at the market, so you have a true indicator to the market, so you know what the property is worth. It's okay to ask someone, but at the end of the day, it's your money. You need to know what you're spending.